So we do got some scary things here. Let's see here. Abandoned building encounters. I don't know if I want to do the auto recordings right now. That's a heavy one. Here, let's do urban legends that turned out to be true.
West Hobart Haunted House.
Okay.
West Hobart is an inner city suburb located in Tasmania.
Actually, hold on, let me change them. There we go. Something cheesy. There we go. Alright. Anyways. Urban legends that turned out to be true by Chilling Scares. This is more like one of the bigger, like, top 10 scary things,
West
I believe.
Hobart Haunted House.
Hopefully that sounds good.
West Hobart is an inner city suburb located in Tasmania, Australia. Over the years, dozens of allegations of supposed hauntings, ghost apparitions, and other paranormal activity have been made by tourists and residents of West Hobart. And it's
was a
honestly not too
penitentiary.
hard to see why, as West Hobart is a pretty old town with a generally creepy vibe. As is usually the case, most of these
Sounds like
stories
my
either
little
turned out to
small
be
town.
fake, or the people making the allegations didn't have enough evidence to support their claims, which makes it almost entirely likely that they're hoaxes. But as it turns out, at least one of these stories actually has some amount of truth to it. Back in the late 80s and mid-90s, rumors started spreading of a house in West Hobart that was apparently so haunted it drove its residents insane. At first, the rumors created a huge buzz all over town, with the locals doing everything possible to stay far away from the alleged haunted house. It wasn't until months later that the authorities got involved.
Are we back? Are we live? I think we are. Okay. I'm glad I caught that. I think we're live. I'm gonna wait for the session to like go to like 0 time. Okay, I think we're back now. Anyways, hallucinogenic
The
plants.
Aztecs also used the tura as a painkiller in certain rituals, namely in ritual sacrifices, and it's also commonly used as an ingredient in the ritual of zombification in the Haitian voodoo religion, where it's referred to as the devil's cucumber. As
the devil's cucumber.
The tura isn't your typical recreative hallucinogen.
Oh, what's up, Lex?
There's a reason why it's really only ever used in hardcore spiritual rituals and ceremonies, and sometimes by naive people who have no idea what they're getting themselves into. In low to medium doses, the tura causes extremely distressing, delirious experiences, and in higher doses, it can lead to paralysis and even death.
Good time to tune. Yeah, my streams immediately died.
By most tribes as a highly toxic and dangerous plant, and have understandably stopped using it.
So basically, what happened here, Lex, was there's this legend that this house was haunted. Why does that say War Thunder? But anyways, what happened was this family moved into this house. And they were all going insane, but not because of ghosts. That plant that caused hallucinogenics, also known as the devil's cucumber, was growing in their house and it got into their water supply. And they've been microdosing the hallucinogenic.
I wanted to take a minute to talk about War Thunder, the sponsor of this video.
No!
As of recently, I've had a growing interest in history, specifically World War I and II, so when War Thunder reached out,
it just so happens to collide with your ad.
War Thunder is an immersive, large-scale, realistic multiplayer action game where you take control of ground vehicles, aircraft, and naval vessels at locations.
Don't forget to learn about actual government secrets.
Available on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Because
one thing I really
military personnel cannot
forget unrealistic features
like being salty when their favorite tank isn't accurate.
Like, if you're accurate enough to hit a plane's fuel tank, it will ignite. And you can visualize all the damage you've done with the X-ray mode. War Thunder includes all advanced military technology like guided missiles or even a nuclear strike that can flatten entire maps, making for a true modern war experience. Plus, all vehicles in the game can be upgraded and improved with additional modules. Even visual changes like skins can be used to
You
make your
too
combat
can
machine
add your
unique.
personal
The Seek and
military
Destroy update is
femboy
out
to
now,
your
which added new
plane.
missiles with active radar homing, making aerial battles on
Your
modern
government
aircraft even
sanctioned
more engaging.
military
And they
femboy.
added 2 new maps, Mysterious Valley and Bering Sea. If you've been wanting to try War Thunder, now is the time. You can download
No,
it for
I'm
free
good.
using the link in the description.
I've known Vulcan for many years.
Or more will receive special bonuses, rentals for the P-40E1 aircraft.
I like how you can
transports
decorate
info,
your own
along
tank,
with
but they're
free
giving
new
out
skin
skins for your
special
tanks.
Decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, 3 premium vehicles for free, a week of premium account, and even more gifts. The American Vehicle bonus season will end soon, so make sure you get in on it now. Cropsey.
Oh, I don't like the name of
somehow go
that.
back to the 70s and spend some time in Staten Island, it probably wouldn't take you long to hear about an urban legend of a man named Cropsey. As the story went, Cropsey was a serial kidnapper
It's like
and killer
Flopsy.
who lost
Oh.
his son and resorted to
He
stealing
is not
other
like
people's
Flopsy.
children to deal with his grief. According to the legend, Cropsey also had a hook for a hand, scars, burns, and open wounds
course.
covering his entire face and body, and a generally horrifying appearance. Considering the mass areas of uninhabited woodlands, it's not all that unexpected that a tale like the legend of
I
Cropsey
just
would
now
make
realized
it
I
into
should probably
mainstream
made sure
culture
that
and
you
so
can
on.
actually hear that because
Unfortunately,
OBS is
this
fucked.
wasn't just a tall tale made up by Staten
Whenever I
Island
stop
parents to
streaming.
keep their kids from venturing too far into the woods and getting lost. Although the legend has some obviously made-up elements, such as the hooked hand and the horrifying scars and burns, at some point
Yeah, like
in the
that's-
early 70s,
that's
children
every
in
man in the
Staten
woods.
Island really did start disappearing.
Oh.
That's when the line between legend and reality started to blur, and the story of the real Cropsey immediately replaced the urban legend. This is the real story. Andre Rand was a man from Manhattan who was born in 1944 and moved to Staten Island in the late 60s.
Guy, he kind of
After
looks like a
working for
psycho with
2
those
years
big
at the
eyes.
infamously brutal Willowbrook State School for Children with Disabilities, Rand was arrested in 1969 and served over a year in prison for the attempted attack of a 9-year-old girl. As soon as he was released 16 months later, reports started cropping up of more little girls disappearing all over Staten Island, including 5-year-old Alice Pereira, who was playing in her building's lobby when she suddenly disappeared without a trace.
Some
Over
Freddy
the next
Krueger
decade,
shit.
Rand was the prime suspect in the disappearances and deaths of several other young girls in the area. But it wasn't until 1983 when he picked up 11 kids from a local YMCA and brought them fast food before taking them to
11.
the airport that he was finally arrested and sentenced to 10 months in prison again. Throughout the 70s and 80s,
11 all
dozens
at
of young
once.
kids disappeared in Staten Island, and although Rand was often the last person to be seen with them,
That was like a crazy period, right? That's when like, because that was like big thing. Like that was like the milk carton kid thing, right? And it actually never the milk carton thing statistically just never actually worked. Like I don't think they ever actually found anyone. And like most kids that went missing and they were on milk cartons just went to like a friend's house or something. And it actually freaked out the populace because, as you know, the populace is always easily spooked. Toilet paper. Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people started going missing though in the 80s. There's like a 70s was the milk carton kid thing, right?
For many years, he would often be seen hanging around young kids, going on walks with them, and even taking them to lunch and dinner with him at local restaurants.
You sick fuck.
After years of letting him walk the streets as a free man, police would finally have a breakthrough in the case in 1987 when they found undeniable evidence that Rand had been behind the disappearance and murder of Jennifer Schweiger, a 12-year-old girl with Down syndrome. In 1988, he was
There's a
sentenced to
special
25
place in
years
hell
behind
for someone
bars.
like you,
Behind
Mr.
bars,
Schwanger.
More evidence was found that tied him to several other disappearances in Staten Island in the 70s and 80s. Unfortunately, he was only charged with one additional major crime in 2004, which was the kidnapping of Holly Ann Hughes, thanks to which he will spend the next 13 years behind bars until 2037. If he lives that long, he'll be 93 by the time he gets out.
At that point, can you just like, okay, at that point, can you just fucking kill the guy? Like, he's clearly a piece of shit. What's the point of holding him there till he's dead? Just, you know, save some space. Especially when they found out that he did it.
The Kennebec Valley is one of the most beautiful regions in Maine, with over 5,000 square miles of forests, rolling hills, and natural paradise surrounding the Kennebec River. Many
I don't like
Kennebec owners of
that.
the North Pond area and the Kennebec
I don't like that.
Valley
I don't
have
like
described
any,
the area as
like,
the most peaceful
poorly
place
made
on
wood
Earth.
structure
But
in
it
the
hasn't always
forest.
been that way. All throughout the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, there were reports of over 1,000 break-ins in the North Pond cabins.
What the
For
fuck?
decades, nobody knew who was responsible for the thefts, especially since they were always carried out when there was no one home.
The
As
bears.
the cabin owners soon noticed, the break-ins seemed to follow a pattern, always peaking in the days before Memorial Day and after Labor Day. As for the stolen items themselves, they ranged from food to cooking utensils to books to propane tanks to toiletries of all kinds. In the absence of
So
a concrete
essentials.
suspect, the locals eventually named the thief the North Pond Hermit, even though by this point there was nothing to
AV
suggest the
plus
break-ins were being
BF.
carried out by a single person. Although it wasn't
Okay. Can we talk about like this shit? No one gives a rat's ass, okay? I get it's like doing it as like a token of love. No, you're just a fucking vandal and no one gives a shit. Just do something else, please. Don't deface the fucking tree. It's like that one bit in The Simpsons where Homer goes to do that with Marge, and then there's like 80 other fucking people that did the exact same thing on the same tree.
It wasn't uncommon for groups of homeowners to venture out into the woods to try to find the North Pond Hermit. They never found a trace.
And what if
which
it
only
doesn't
added to
work
the
out?
legend's mystery. One afternoon in 2002, 100 people attended a North Pond homeowners meeting, and when someone asked how many of them had suffered break-ins, almost all of them raised their hands. As you can probably guess, the North Pond Hermit quickly turned into somewhat of a boogeyman, with the legend frequently being shared over campfires.
None of
in the
you
area.
like saw
For
anything.
years, nobody thought that the person or people behind the break-ins would ever be found. But in April 2013, a man named Christopher Thomas Knight was arrested in the middle of the woods in the North Pond area by an officer who had made it his sole mission to bring the thief to justice. As
Damn,
soon as
he
was brought
did
to the
it.
police station, the cops asked him why he wasn't answering any of their questions. At first, it seemed as though he was having trouble speaking, but eventually he responded that he was ashamed of himself. As it was later revealed, Christopher had been living out in the middle of the woods by himself in an
He stole the
unheated
essentials.
tent, surviving only on the things he stole from nearby North Pond cabins. Shockingly, he had survived winter temperatures of 20 degrees below zero for years and
What the
hadn't been to a
fuck?
doctor or taken any medicine for 3 decades. What's
Wow.
most incredible about the hermit's story is that for the entire time he lived in the woods, he didn't have a single conversation with another human being, except for
Oh.
one time when he ran into a hiker and only said hi. Understandably, Chris had lost interest in keeping track of time, so when he was asked how long he had been in the woods by himself, he replied, since the Chernobyl nuclear meltdown, which took place in 1986.
Huh?
As investigators later found out, he was
What?
20 years old when he decided to become a hermit, just a couple of years after high school, although he never gave the authorities a real reason why he decided to disappear. In all his years of isolation,
Damn, that's
he went to
whack.
extreme lengths to preserve his privacy. He never lit fires, only moved at night, and hadn't had any kind
How
of
did-
communication with the rest.
How did he survive if he didn't light a fire? It's like 20 below winter. This man's got some secrets.
To society for more than half of his life. He'd never driven a car, sent an email, or even known what the internet was until his arrest. Interestingly, as the cops dug deeper and deeper into his story, they realized that his only real possessions were his glasses, which he had been wearing for 30 years and could even be seen in his Lawrence High School yearbook picture from 1984.
Wow, and I thought I had my
Everything else,
glasses
down
for
to
a
his
long
underwear
time.
and jacket had been stolen. After the investigation, Knight was sentenced to 7 months in prison, after which he once again disappeared. According to the cops, he's now living a quiet, peaceful life in rural Maine.
Why does that not surprise me? It's Maine. And what's the joke, right? Of like, I probably made this like, a man goes in the woods to cry. That man went in the woods to cry and he never came back out.
Purple Akky. Throughout the late 1980s and 90s, rumors of a massive bodybuilder called Purple Akky began to surface in the northwest of England. According to the allegations, Purple Akky would supposedly walk
Okay.
the streets of Liverpool hunting down young
I'm not gonna
muscular
say
men
anything.
and rugby players and oddly ask them if he would let them feel their muscles.
Huh?
If they complied, he would allegedly squeeze their muscles for much longer than was considered socially acceptable and would then ask them to perform squats so he could feel their quad muscles. Some teenagers reported
Damn,
that
boy,
Purple
let me
Akky
feel
would
those
use squats to ask
quads.
them to pose for him and often offered exercise and nutrition advice for those who gave him the time. Because the rumors were so incredibly ridiculous, nobody really took them too seriously at first, and eventually the story of Purple Akky turned into an urban legend, with crazy details being gradually added to
Okay,
it,
dude, you need to chill with the fucking
including
camera.
one where Purple Akky would allegedly swallow teenagers whole if they let him feel their muscles.
Oh my god, I'm sure he would.
That Purple Akky wasn't just a made-up character created by bored teenagers looking to get some laugh from their friends, but a real person named Caine. Akky was often seen traveling across England by train carrying a plastic bag and asking young men if he could feel their muscles. Naturally, this made a lot of people uncomfortable, and it wasn't uncommon for
who
Akky's
lets
face to be
him?
featured in local newspapers after several encounters.
Oh,
with
he's
the
like
mob.
6'5".
Most of the accusations against him were related to his creepy behavior around teenage boys, but around 1986, the story of Purple Akky took a really dark turn. Early that year, 16-year-old Gary Keller was walking home from school when he ran into Purple Akky, who immediately asked to feel his muscles. Freaked out by the weird request, Gary said no and ran away. Later that same year,
Chat. I'm an American, but something like this happened to me when I was younger. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like we were doing something in school. We were like voting for like who's the best student at what. Like who's the craziest, who's the smartest, who's the fastest. And there's a kid next to me. And he said, "You're the fastest. Look at those powerful legs of yours." Because you know, I got some nice legs, I'm not gonna lie. I got some naturally like strong looking legs. Even though I sit in a fucking chair all day. Well, I shouldn't say that. I stand on my feet all day. But and he started groping my leg. Like, no. The proto Purple Akky.
Akky followed Gary to a local
The
outdoor
Americanized
store.
version.
The teenager noticed, he ran to New Brighton train station and jumped onto the railroad tracks to get away from Akky. Sadly, the story ended in tragedy, as Gary was accidentally electrocuted by one of the rails. Considering the whole thing happened because Gary was being
Yeah,
chased,
I mean, I was gonna say you gotta get hit by a train, but
charged with harassing 14 different teenage boys and sentenced to 2.5 years in prison. In 1988, Akky filed an appeal and complained that the only reason he had been convicted was because he was black. Ultimately, the judge.
My brother in Christ, you were going up to minors at night going, "Yo, let me feel your calves, boy." It's not because you're black, my brother. No, not like that. I mean, my brother in Christ. Fuck. Oh God.
Enough evidence to prove Akky had been directly responsible for Gary's death, and believe it or not, he was freed and awarded £35,000 in compensation.
Of course.
1988 and
They even fucking
2006,
paid
he
him.
went in and out of jail for failing to resist his compulsion to touch, feel, and measure other people's muscles. And in 2003, he was arrested for an additional 15 charges of.
Please tell me this isn't like a Schoolboy 9 situation where people are coming up to who they think is Schoolboy 9. Specifically minors going up to him. Why? My brother, that's not clout. Stop.
And witness intimidation, for which he was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Just like any other predator, he was also forbidden from outside schools in the area.
This is why God doesn't talk to us anymore, guys.
He was jailed for 15 months for getting up to his same antics. Upon his release, he was once
and then they
arrested
released him again, right?
In 2010 and then again in 2015. After his latest release, he reportedly moved to Leeds, where rumors started cropping up that he had passed away during the pandemic. However, those rumors were put to rest.
If the law won't do what God will.
2023 of Akky walking the streets of Leeds asking random dudes to, you guessed it, feel their muscles. As of today, Purple Akky is alive and well, and will probably continue in his same behavior with or without permission for many years to come.
Guys, don't you just love it when the law just keeps releasing the person until they, like, find a brutalized body of a child? Like, how could this happen? This man got released like 4 times. Fuck.
According
to
a
a
Swiss urban legend, people have allegedly been running
Swiss.
into a mysterious human-like figure in the Fribourg forest in the western part of the country.
Is it Purple Akky? It was Purple Akky.
Based on the dozens of allegations that surfaced over the years, the figure.
Oh, that's right. You're from the UK.
Tall and always always wearing a
Oh,
vintage
no.
looking gas mask covering his entire face, a boiler suit, and a cloak. Most people
I mean,
who
that's high
supposedly
fashion
ran
right
into
there.
the figure reported he or she was completely harmless, but this didn't make the encounters any less terrifying.
Yeah, but I've
Nor
seen
was it
that creep
uncommon for people to
before.
report the figure to the police when their
He's in
children
Leeds
reported
now.
feeling scared. As expected, it didn't take local residents long to start adding their own crazy twist to the story, with some claiming that the creature was the ghost of a mentally
Wait, as in,
disabled
have you
soldier,
seen,
while other popular theories
as in, have you seen that creep before in like videos, or like you've actually seen the dude? I'm
assured it was an
curious.
alien. For a while, the story was classified as an urban legend, and the mysterious humanoid was given the name Lei Loyan, also known as the Ghost or the Hermit of Malls. Throughout the early 2000s, Lei Loyan was mostly the subject of local oral legend because there was no real evidence to support its existence. But in 2013, the story gained international attention when the Swiss/French newspaper Les Matins published the first ever photograph of Lei
Les
Loyan,
Matins.
which was sent in by a hiker.
Must
After the photograph
seen him
was
once,
published,
but
there
I'm
was no
fat
turning
lump
back, as
now.
people from all
He
over the
only likes
country
him
started
young
to
and
make trips
muscled.
to the woods outside
There you
malls for a
go.
chance to catch a glimpse of Lei Loyan. The last known sighting of Lei Loyan took place in June 2013.
It's like when you dump your perception and intelligence in Fallout, you get some funny results. Sometimes you luck out.
Later that year, Lei Loyan's clothes were found in the middle of the woods.
That's a
along with
while
the
though that you
window
actually
tab,
met the
death
guy.
certificate, and will
'Cause I mean,
of
like,
the ghost.
it's crazy hearing about this stuff, but to actually like meet the people you see, it's gotta be surreal.
Des Malls. In the letter, Lei Loyan accused the media of having murdered a harmless being by revealing its existence and turning him into a circus freak. The letter also mentioned that due to the unwanted attention, Lei Loyan had to abandon its daily walks, which were referred to as happiness therapy in the letter. After the cryptic note was published in the newspaper, many people concluded that Lei
Matt
Loyan
not
had
saw
taken its
him
own
in the
life,
street
although
being
this has
harassed by
never been
people for being a pedo,
As
yes.
of 2024, nobody has ever
Nope,
seen Lei
Matt no
Loyan's
saw.
full face, and many people have theorized that the figure was possibly a woman with a facial disfiguration who didn't want people to see her.
Hey,
which is
don't grow
supposedly
people's
why she
muscles.
wore the gas mask. But
Don't
this
be
line
the
of
kid
reasoning
sitting
will
next to me
probably
in
remain
middle school.
unconfirmed forever. The Bunny Man.
The bunny man.
In the early 70s, dozens of locals started reporting that a man dressed up as a bunny
I was like to point out the last guy was basically like what was her name? Coco the gorilla. I just want to be happy. Please let me out. More than just groping muscles, yeah. Yeah, he's a sick fuck.
had started haunting the residential neighborhoods around DC, Maryland, and Northern Virginia. Although dressing up as a bunny in itself seems
Robbie the
pretty
Rabbit?
harmless, what made the encounters a little scarier was that the guy would allegedly threaten children on the street with an axe and frequently vandalize people's property for no apparent reason.
Man in bunny suit
Even though
sought in
sightings of the
Fairfax.
so-called Bunny Man were pretty rare, they seemed to follow a pattern, as the man usually appeared in secluded locations where there weren't a lot of witnesses. The story itself has a lot of elements of a typical urban legend and is kind of hard to believe, but through my research I found that it's all loosely based on a true story. In 1970, a couple was parked in a driveway close to a bridge on Colchester Road in Fairfax County when suddenly a random guy appeared out of nowhere, yelled at them for allegedly trespassing, and threw a hatchet at them.
Raggle Fraggle. Oh
Terrified,
shit.
The couple left the area immediately before they had a chance to get a good look at the guy. As they reported the incident to the police, they mentioned the guy had been dressed in light-colored clothing and may or may not have been wearing something white on his head. Although the couple never mentioned anything about a bunny in their statement, as soon as the story hit the news, people started claiming that the hatchet thrower had been wearing bunny ears. Pretty soon,
Oh
rumors of
god,
a
it's
man
paranoia
in a
agent.
threatening kids in the woods with a hatchet started surfacing all over the DMV area, and as the years went by, the stories got wilder and harder to believe. Over time,
Do you know the
legend of
Bunny Man
has
thing,
become
but in
pretty
a Silent
mainstream,
Hill
with the bridge
triangle
on Colchester Road
in
even being
costume?
renamed as Bunny
Oh, I
Man
would do the
Bridge.
Bunny Man. Oh yeah,
As
dude.
of the uploading of this video, the legend has now been standardized and goes something like this. In 1904, there was allegedly an asylum.
We had a
close
lot
to
of
bridge on Colchester.
We had a lot of clown sightings in my area for like a while after the fad died. It was not fun. People love to dress up here at night.
Road.
I think this entire
As soon
state
as
just
it was
might be a
built,
cult.
A bunch of Fairfax County residents started complaining about the idea of having an asylum full of mental patients so close to their homes, so the authorities supposedly
Yeah,
put all
I'd
the
be a bit
patients in a bus
iffy
and
about that
transferred
too.
them to a nearby prison. But on the way to the prison, the bus crashed and all the patients escaped.
Silent Hill
As the story
4?
goes,
No,
a
it
few
was
hours later, the
Downpour.
cops had successfully located and brought back all the patients except for one guy by the name of Douglas Griffin. This is where the legend gets a little weird. Allegedly, the fugitive patient hid in the woods
And you love
for
those old
weeks.
ads on the wall.
As the days went by and the cops did everything to
Where I live, it's foggy a lot. Walking around the street with a bit foam sword with a bit of metal on the end to scrape across the ground. Hell yeah.
him, rabbit corpses started to appear in the middle of the woods, which led everyone to believe
That would
the
freak
police
some
would be
people out.
used to stay
Oh
alive.
yeah, it's a knife. It's
Then,
basically
one
just be a
Halloween
big
night,
knife.
A group of kids were hanging out near the bridge on Colchester Road when they suddenly saw a blue orb flashing in midair. A second later, they were all strung up like
Blue
bunnies
orb.
hanging from the bridge.
Oh.
As the legend goes, if you go to Bunnyman Bridge on Halloween night at midnight, the same thing will happen to you. Obviously, none of
Why
this
would
is
you
true,
want to get
but it
strung
just
up?
goes to show how much of an impact the story of the Bunnyman has had on mainstream
A
Virginia,
whole bunch
DC,
of
and Maryland culture.
freaks.
Nowadays, there's even Bunnyman t-shirts, a Bunnyman horror movie franchise.
Wait a minute. Back up. Okay, it was just like a cartoon bunny man. For some reason, I thought they like made like a cartoon Lola Bunny thing of that. Freud might need to look at me for a little bit.
Horror movie franchise, Bunnyman beer, and everything in between. Needless to say, the area surrounding the railroad overpass near Fairfax Station is now a major attraction for both tourists and locals alike, and will probably remain that way for many years.
Why would you want to get strung up? Anyways, that was urban legends that turned out to be true. So, when's the Purple Akky demon gonna show up in Persona? That was their whole thing early on, right? It was like urban legends and stuff. Probably be Strength Arcana. Anyways. Let's see, what else we got in here? Yeah, they don't use British ones. Shame, dude, because I was actually thinking earlier today, like, man, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was a good fucking movie. I've actually got an audiobook I need to get into of Dorian Gray. Yeah, that would be a great persona. Dorian Gray, I guess you can technically say Dracula. That was kind of like Bram Stoker's thing. Who else was in that? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, all sorts of good stuff. I'm going, oi, bruv, I want on your roster. I know in like Fate Grand Order, they have Edmond Dantes, Count of Monte Cristo. That's more French, but they're not opposed to that idea. Oh wait, no, oh fuck. We need a Destiny Hero deck update for Purple Akky. Because that was like the Destiny Heroes, right? It was like a bunch of like British stories turned into superheroes, like Spring Hill Jack and things like that. No. Oh god. Oh. They're all comics. Because there's Spring Hill Jack. Some of them are very vague. I got no fucking clue what Diamond Dude is. They didn't have the Invisible Man. I'm not talking that shitty fucking Blumhouse movie. Yeah. Anyways. I'm kind of curious about this one. I've seen a lot of these like horror videos from back in the day. I'm curious to see their origins. Oh fuck, we're starting strong with the Paris Catacombs. Sci-fi Ghost Hunters, all new Wednesdays at 9.
Originally used for limestone mining way back in the Roman era. But when cemeteries in Paris began to overflow in the late 18th century, the French government exhumed the bones and bodies from overcrowded.
I know I'm pausing already. The Paris Catacombs, I would be very interested in going there, but at the same time, I would probably shit myself on the way in. It's one of those things I want to go, but I also don't want to go. There's just something about the aesthetic of crypts that I really like.
Cemeteries and buried them in the catacombs. Over time, the catacombs became a
Also, are we
curiosity for
surprised that
locals and
there's
visitors,
a lot
looking
of
to catch a
dead
glimpse
people
of the more
buried
than
under
200
France?
miles of
They did a
tunnels that
lot of
store the remains
riots.
of over 6 million people, and
They
they were
even did
open
it
to the
with like
public in
mallets.
1809. Today,
It's a
the
bunch of
catacombs are
like,
one of the most important.
what was it with the mallets? It was like, because I was just learning about like, no, I was learning about malls, and malls, mallets, kind of the same thing functionally. And there was like a group of like French like blacksmiths or something that said, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna riot, and they just started smashing people with their mallets. I think they got put down, but like that's just France in a nutshell.
Tourist attractions in Paris, even though only about 1% of the network of tunnels is mapped and open to the public.
How do you
Most
know
of
it's
the tunnels are
1%,
not
by the way?
structurally sound or safe enough for tourist activities, and it's actually illegal to access the unmapped parts of the catacombs.
Yeah,
But
because
this
you
hasn't
fucking
stopped
die
hundreds
in
of
true
locals from
darkness.
exploring the seemingly endless network of
You have
underground
not
tunnels.
experienced true
Over
darkness.
several decades, French authorities have done everything in their power to cover the hidden entrances to the tunnels, but people keep finding manholes and secret access points throughout the city that lead to the off-limits areas of the catacombs. Although this footage was recorded in 1993, it wasn't released to the general public until the year 2000, when it was shown as a part of an episode on the ABC Family TV show Scariest Places on Earth. The
ABC
episode
Family.
features Francis Friedland, a French filmmaker who says he came across the mysterious tape when it was given to him by a catacomb explorer who found it in one of the tunnels. Disturbingly, in the episode it's mentioned that the man who recorded
So what you're saying is you went down there and you recorded with all the safety imaginable, and then you just said someone gave it to you. Because adding a story makes it so much more lucrative.
the point of view footage was never found or identified.
This video camera was found deep in the catacombs. It was picked up by a catacomb explorer, some of the people who wandered down there. It was given to me. I looked at the tape. It's very bizarre. This person occasionally stops and he photographs bones, often in the shape of an arrow. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs. What happened to him? Nobody knows.
Some of the clips show rooms full
he
of
died.
bones, arrows painted on the ground, and even a strange painting of a silhouette of a person on one of the walls.
Z.
So basically he's filming what he's seeing.
Did anyone ever see that movie As Above, So Below? Where it's like a bunch of like young dipshits went down there, and it was actually like the gateway to hell. I actually saw it. It wasn't too bad.
Endless.
But then again, the aesthetic and the vibe really carried that movie.
View shots.
Everyone was fucking insufferable.
Bones. Human bones. These were the poor Parisians who died over the last 1,000 years.
Imagine dying here, body just gets dumped in here.
At times you'll see there's signs, painted signs on the wall, which is not uncommon. People have been painting in the catacombs for centuries. So it is possible
Oh,
with these
that's-
paintings, that we may
I
be
see
able
that
to
and I'm
plan an
out.
itinerary to some extent.
All the elemental heroes are American comics, with the dumbest one being Aaron Neo says based on Rave
He was
Dactyl.
trying to get away from someone or something. Occasionally, the man stops.
God bless the
presumably to get
elemental
his bearings
heroes.
and
I
find a
love
way
them.
back to the surface.
We hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run.
God, I love that fucking shaky cam.
He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden,
See, this is why you always just go right. Because if you get lost, you just go back.
and he keeps rolling until it runs out of tape.
As the footage progresses, he runs faster and faster, until suddenly he drops the camera on the ground, where it continues to film until the tape runs out. After analyzing the video, Friedland explained that the room's filled with disorganized heaps of bones, and the fact that there's little to no graffiti on the walls of the tunnel meant that the man who recorded it would have been extremely deep inside the catacombs. Determined to unravel the mystery of what had terrified the missing man, Francis Friedland ventures into the catacombs with his crew. After
This reminds me of the quote-unquote documentary, and this is why I fucking hate documentaries, because they always have such a fucking bias to them. Every single fucking one I've seen. And it was the guy that directed the Fuck, what was that one, like, possession movie back in the day? Hold on. It wasn't The Conjuring, no. Possession movie. 80s. What was it? No, I don't want the movie called Possession. Possession movies. Possession, Evil Dead, that's just a fucking movie. Another corn. Play. The Fly is not a possession movie. Anyways, big like fuck, it was The Exorcist, wasn't it? It was The Exorcist. So you know, big possession movie, right? And he made this film like, is demonic possession real? And like he like tried to like find real evidence of this, and it was very blatant he wanted it. Because he presented evidence that like any like psychologist or doctor would say like well, we can't say for certain with like this one video that you gave us. And then he spun that as like, well, see, even they can't explain it. And then when he found absolutely fucking nothing, he straight up just made shit up. Like, we went back to Isabella. Let's say Isabella is the name of the girl that was allegedly possessed. At the church, we didn't bring our film equipment. And then when we got there, they were climbing on the walls. Like, you motherfucker. The year is just so fucking blatant full of shit. I hate that documentary. If you don't know what that is, I don't blame you. It's an awful film. Oh wait, hold on. For a black guy from Scrubs is the hero, and the voice of Vader is the bad guy. Lost so much money that they even tried to sue Konami over Air Neos to make some money back. Yo, hold on. Rave Dactyl, hold on, I'm looking that up. Project Evolution. Oh my god, you're right. It is just fucking Air Neos. I mean, I don't blame him, like, the outfit's super sick. Like, that's cool. He's never getting a reprint because of it. Again, this is why God doesn't talk to us. We can't have nice things. Because we're full of inadequacies and bitterness. We can't have nice things. We can't let other people have nice things. Shame. Shame.
Comparing the footage to what they were seeing inside the catacombs, Friedland and his crew estimated that the missing man had been exploring the tunnels at around 300 feet below street level.
The rarest elemental hero card.
Or other light sources malfunction or run out of battery.
Damn.
The chances of getting out are pretty much zero. At one point during the episode,
6 hours, the group was exhausted and running low on batteries.
Friedland decides to give up the search, but then realizes that getting out
is
much more difficult than getting in. Suddenly, Francis spots the same painting on the wall from the original footage, and after walking through the tunnel, they find the same room full of bones from the video. Despite these discoveries, they couldn't find whatever had scared the explorer who recorded the footage, and in the end, Francis and his crew give up.
Dude, I hate shaky cam so much. It's already making me nauseous.
After the episode was released, thousands of viewers took to online forums to discuss possible theories regarding the footage. One of the most widely accepted theories is that after losing his way and realizing that he was probably not going to make it out.
My guess is that the dude lost his way and freaked the fuck out, realizing that he had no idea how to get out. I wouldn't last 10 minutes down there. It's a miracle the guy lasted as long as he did. Can't blame him for panicking. This is not an adventure for anyone with claustrophobia, fear of the dark, etc. like me. Looks to me like a well-earned panic attack caught on film. If explorers found the footage, chances are he made it out. I don't know, because isn't that like a thing where like people get lost in there all the time and they have to like dig the body, they have to like drag the bodies out?
Alive, the man panicked due to
Because I mean, like, it's dark and you have no idea where you are, you lose your orientation, you just lay down and die.
Why he would drop his camera, one of his only sources of light. This fueled the possibility that the man had seen another person inside the catacombs. In the last few decades, several catacomb explorers have reported being robbed while they were inside the tunnels.
Alright, for the best, some guys will just take you there, take your money and lights, and run off to the exit. And cataphiles have a really weird mentality of my place, not yours, and don't take kindly to the tourists or just Parisians who want to explore. Not all the time, but it does happen a fair bit.
If the man unexpectedly saw another person,
that is such a horrible way to go.
Which would explain why he began to run and drop the camera. Another popular theory is that
your death is just your fear and your isolation, and knowing you're fucked until you're just starved.
An extremely low frequency noise called infrasound, or as it's sometimes referred to, the ghost frequency. This sound is normally inaudible, but the extreme bass sound has been demonstrated to create a range of bizarre effects in humans, from chills to anxiety to extreme sorrow. The ghost frequency is also known to make the human eye vibrate.
It's those fucking plants in the water again.
People see shadows out of the corner of their eye, and coupled with the strange sensations the frequency
Fair
creates.
bit of murder the tourists and dump their because they're never gonna find the body.
This is definitely a possibility, but other people think the footage was just staged by the producers of the show to creep people out. It's strange
that is true too.
About a minute and a half of the original footage was released to the public, but in the episode, Francis Friedland claimed that the original footage was over 40 minutes long. And
yeah, wait, what the fuck?
Word about how the footage was even found in the first place. It was never confirmed whether the footage was staged or not, but what we do know for sure is that
I mean, it's most likely because they did find all that stuff.
Hopefully with time we'll have more information.
Which they could have just found it if there's like 40 minutes of material, but at the same time they would know where to go.
Miriana Mortigard Glesgorv.
Oh shit, we were on the first one.
Glesgorv might sound familiar if you've ever spent time searching for creepy videos on YouTube.
I don't like the way he's staring at me. I got my lights off. Even the official people who are meant to map the place say they find stuff down there that shouldn't be. Oh, that's lovely.
Gore first emerged in 2008 when a 20-second video with the same title was uploaded to YouTube by a random channel called Urwitzy. After the video was taken down by YouTube for unknown reasons, it was re-uploaded in April of that same year. The video in question shows a man with a mustache in front of a red, cloudy background staring intently at the viewer while an unsettling, high-pitched drilling noise plays in the background.
Ow. Ow. Oh, I'm gonna turn that down. In fact, I'm gonna turn off cough security cameras is one thing that they say they have. Found a few times.
Zooms into the man's face, and he can be seen grinning with his eyebrows raised for 2 seconds. In the weeks following the
oh my god, it's Sinestro.
Duplicate videos surfaced on YouTube, including an extended
original, yeah right, Sheva Games TV.
Uploaded by a small channel dedicated to posting random
come on, Sheva.
Videos. According to the description in the extended video, the original version that was taken down also lasted 2 minutes, and it was removed by YouTube after 153 people who viewed it ended their lives by taking out their eyes and mailing them to YouTube's main office in San Diego, California. The myth says they also put cryptic messages.
There would be a police report where you could look that up. That would be such talk even today if that was true.
On their forearms, which were never deciphered. As the story goes, the video was only viewed by one YouTube staff member who started screaming 45 seconds into the video. The story also says that none of the other staff members who were in the room dared to look at the screen.
Chat, I'm also not gonna lie, I'm sorry. I have this bottle of Flonase right next to me, some fluticasone, that I just play with because apparently I just need to have something in my hands all the time. But I also turned down the volume because I was afraid it was gonna be an info hazard. It's gonna be a cognito hazard. So I turned it down. I'm sorry, I'm afraid.
In the myth that the staff member who viewed the video was left severely traumatized and is under constant sedation to this day, and that he claims that he can't recall what he saw. According to the creepypasta, because the IP address for the original
There's
video was
music.
non-existent, the uploader couldn't be traced by police, and the man featured in the video was never identified. After the extended version was uploaded with the creepypasta in the description,
Better
the video
worse
further
than
gained
Rocco's
traction in various
basilisk.
online
You don't
forums
talk
like
about the
Mexican
fucking
Mysteries and
basilisk.
4chan's X-board. This triggered the creation of dozens of viral chain emails and articles related to
Also,
Mariana Mortigard
welcome
Glesgorf
back,
in several
Lex.
different languages. Thousands of users
It's in
discussed the video on different Q&A
languages.
sites such as Wiki Answers and
If they
Yahoo
gouge out their
Q&A.
eyes, how do they manage to package it? But maybe the man, assuming he's a ghost or demon.
Which raised Mariana Mortigard
Something thick and cylindrical in your hand. It's a cylinder.
Glesgorf to classic creepypasta status, and the story was archived on the website creepypasta.com. In August of 2008,
Something
the story
thick and
spilled over to
cylindrical,
the
yeah.
Russian web, where it was covered in different blogs and articles. The Russian version of the creepypasta was
Wow,
updated
ma'am,
with
your
new
breasts look
details,
heavy. I
including a
happen to be
popular
professional,
conspiracy theory
like,
which claimed that the video was
item
created by
fondler. Let me
Secret
hold them for you.
Service.
I'm a professional.
Days after the original video
Swear.
was uploaded, a now deleted debunking video was uploaded to YouTube which claimed that the story behind Mariana Mortigard Glesgorf was a hoax. It also claimed that
I love that little baby's first ice cream is right there, too.
the man in the video was identified as Byron Cortez, a Guatemalan marketing coordinator at an LA-based advertising agency who lives in the US Virgin Islands. An image of him was
Marketing experts. This just proves that they're like lawyers. They just belong in hell.
used in a 2004 online survey about marketing professionals, and an Ebham's World user edited it to make the disturbing video. Considering the evidence that surfaced, the disturbing story behind the video is clearly a myth. If 153 people had really sent their own eyeballs to the YouTube's office via mail, the authorities would obviously have gotten involved, which never
Oh
happened.
yeah, like that would be a
Since the man
huge story.
in the
That would be
image that was
fucking
used for the video
everywhere.
was found to be a normal guy with a job and a family, the picture was probably
Oh.
randomly selected by someone who just wanted to make a random, unsettling video, which later turned into a creepypasta by someone else. Blankroomsoup.avi.
You like your soup, don't you, boy?
Video that has been on YouTube since 2005 and has received attention from some of
Yeah,
the largest
if I want you to
electrical
fucking say
YouTubers on
yes,
account of
yes, I like my
allegedly
soup,
leaked
good
deep
boy.
web video. This is what it looked like.
Yeah, you eat that slop, boy. I'm sorry. Again, reminder to go watch the movie Seven with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, because there's straight up just a murder where a man is force-fed SpaghettiOs until he dies. That's a cool boy. You like your noodles, don't you? You want more, don't you? Yeah, you want more,
The
don't
video in
you?
question shows a man in a white tank top eating a bowl of soup with a large
I'm
wooden
sorry, they
spoon
just look like
filled with
fucking
white walnuts.
Teletubbies.
A few seconds in, the man is approached by two people in doll-like costumes with black, lifeless eyes who appear to be comforting the man as he eats the soup. But the man doesn't seem comforted at all, and instead appears to cry inconsolably as he continues eating the soup. Immediately after the video was uploaded, disturbing theories started surfacing about this possibly being a real torture video.
Oh, he's long dead for sure. They have moved on to many more victims since. From what I can find, there's large possibilities of a real hostage. No one knows. The suits are for sure stolen and are somewhat recognizable. More of the theory is that whatever it is, whatever is in the bowl, it's actually some kind of rotting animal remains. Though that part doesn't seem to be based on anything, so I'm not sure. You said fucking nothing. I don't know why people think there's something wrong with the soup. Going by the way he's eating, he seems very hungry. To me, it seems like he's being served food during a respite of torture. And the return of the suited characters means he's going to be taken to more torture immediately.
Because platforms like 4chan and Reddit were pretty new at that point, they became hotbeds for speculation.
Wait, there's more below that.
Blankroomsoup.avi.
Someone said something on the video about them starving him until he gave in and ate his wife's remains. Apparently they killed her at some point after they were taken hostage. Holy fuck, Reddit. That said, it is the internet, so a high probability the story is bullshit. And this is some sort of artsy presentation about eating disorders or something. Oh, Mellox drama, you get it.
According to one of the most popular theories, the man and his
It's like
family
I
had been abducted
paid
by
my,
people in
or like my
costumes,
friend tried to
and
ruin
after
my
they
life.
murdered his wife and kids, they force-fed him soup containing the remains of his family, threatening to torture him if he didn't comply.
Shit like that kind of ruins the creepiness of these things. They go from being perplexing to being subject to stories any 10-year-old could come up with to try and make it into some cliche gore story. I suspect Mellox is right about it being art though. I have suspicions the guy who was robbed of these costumes set the whole thing up for publicity. That could be me being skeptical, of course.
Another theory was that the man was kidnapped alone, and that he's crying in the video out of fear while his captors taunt him with false comfort.
For people who want an explanation, a popular theory is that the masked people starved him, then force-fed him soup containing chopped up parts of his wife and kids. Unconfirmed. Thank God. Some suggest this is a joke video because you can hear laughter. However, it is also unconfirmed because others suggest that the man eating is actually crying, while those wearing masks are the one laughing, and the man is abducted. Unconfirmed. Another theory is that the man was abducted and he is crying out of fear while the masked man comforted him. In this theory, he also got killed later. Unconfirmed. One thing that is confirmed is that the costumes were stolen from a set.
In later months, more videos featuring the same characters
Fucking
started
Tinky
surfacing
Winky
online,
wants you
with
eat
some
your
of them being
ramen,
pretty
boy.
disturbing. One of them was a continuation to Blank Room Soup, and another involved the disguised characters kidnapping someone on video. While doing research on the origins of Blank Room Soup, the name of a man named Raymond Percy came up in connection with the mysterious costumes shown in the video. From what I was able to find, Raymond Percy is an animation artist and director who has worked on several big projects, including The Simpsons, Frozen, and Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh,
He also
damn.
has an account on the video sharing platform Dailymotion, where several videos featuring the same characters
Ray
from
Ray.
Blank Room Soup can be viewed.
Facing that
With much
void
more
in
insight and
Chinatown.
context. Using the Wayback Machine, I found that the creepy video itself was posted on Raymond Percy's account, but with the title Freaky Soup Guy, along with the caption, "A clip of people who look like us doing something to someone that we would never do. We promise."
Yeah.
Most of the videos have since been deleted.
You
including
fucking
Freaky
Ray
Soup
Ray
Guy.
just snapped
The
one
strange
day.
caption indicates that perhaps this creepy video was not made by Percy at all, and in 2016, YouTuber Rainbot contacted him directly to get to the bottom of the mystery. Raymond Percy explained
Becker
that
out
he had
kidnaps a
created
man and
costumes
makes him eat his wife
the
as
characters'
clickbait
names were Ray
title.
Ray, and they'd used them for several live performances all over the world. After one particular
And then
performance at a
fucking
club on
Pomni
Sunset Strip
from
in
Digital
Hollywood,
Circus gets
costumes were
pregnant.
stolen, with
I
Raymond
guess
and his crew were
that's
cleaning
a
up the
hot
set.
one that people enjoy. I
A few minutes
guess.
later, he received an email with an attachment containing the creepy video, and he immediately posted it to YouTube and Dailymotion to share it with his team. According to Raymond, the creepiest thing about the video was that the characters move in the same slow, paused fashion in which his own performers were trained to act during their performances, meaning that whoever stole the costumes must have been watching Percy's live performances for a while, and perhaps they were even fans. This new information disturbed a lot of viewers,
Eat your
giving way to a
soup,
new wave
boy.
of theories and speculation
You're
regarding
hungry,
the
aren't
unsettling
ya?
video. It was later found that the man who was being kidnapped in one of the later videos that surfaced on YouTube was actually Gil Sharon, the drummer of a horror-themed experimental rock band named Stolen Babies. Raymond Percy's
Damn.
sister, Dominique Lenore, is the band's lead singer, and Raymond had animated some of their videos in the past and included the Ray Ray characters in the videos. In one of the band's photo shoots, the drummer can be seen wearing the exact same costume as in the kidnapping video. The fact that Raymond Percy had participated in the creation of one of the creepy videos that surfaced led many people to believe that the man in the original Blank Room Soup video was actually Percy himself, and that his eyes had been covered so that he wouldn't be recognized.
Come on, boy,
Even
slip
if the
those
man in the
noodles
video
up
was not
real
Raymond
slow,
Percy,
like.
the fact that 3
Yeah,
seconds
slip
of the
them
Blank
real
Room Soup video
slow,
surfaced on
like.
YouTube discredits the idea that the original video was a leaked deep web
You're
video.
doing good,
It's rare
boy.
enough to see a leaked deep web video on YouTube, let alone 4 consecutive videos without any of them getting taken down. With all the evidence that emerged, many users claimed that
Well,
everything
okay,
Percy
so
had
if that was the dude from like the music stuff, right? Is like, couldn't that just been like a clip from one of their like maybe they're like doing a music video or something, right? And that was just like something that just got chopped up on the cutting room floor.
said about the
You
costumes
put
being
like a
stolen was
shitty
lie.
144p filter
Because
on it, and
if
there
they
you
had
go.
actually been stolen and used for the disturbing videos, the last thing Raymond Percy or anyone would have done is to post the videos on YouTube and not report them to the police. Some people even speculated that the whole thing might have been a promotional campaign for the band Stolen Babies, but this hasn't been confirmed. Regardless of
What
whether
an edgy
Raven
name, by
persists
the
to
way.
tell the truth, the one
I mean,
thing
I
we
know,
for
look at them,
sure
but
is that
still.
Microomsoup.avi was never a deep web video. While some still argue that the video and its sequels are genuine, there's just too much evidence against the
You're doing
authenticity of
real
videos today
good.
to conclude that they actually came from the
Yeah,
deep
you
web.
doing real good, boy.
I feel fantastic. Those
Oh,
who
hey, I
explore
referenced
porn
this
on
one.
the internet have most
She's cute.
likely at some point come across a bizarre video of a singing android.
Yo, a woman in
In
a
2009,
nice
a single video
turtleneck
named
sweater.
I
Let's
Feel
go.
Fantastic was
Well, I guess
uploaded
not
to
turtleneck
YouTube
sweater.
by
That's just a
channel
sweater.
Blog. It was the only video ever uploaded to the channel, and it basically shows a robotic.
Okay, I will admit, this room is really creepy. This strip looks like it's a trailer. Also, I'm pretty sure I had this lamp growing up as a kid.
Humanoid singing the words "I feel fantastic, you feel fantastic, you are fantastic."
I wonder if this reminds me, there's another one, right, of like, not this one, but there was like this one like anorexic, like person with with a parasol dancing around. This was a cult initiation video. That one freaked me out. Look, I know this is creepy, but this is what your papas had to do. Okay? Miss I Feel Fantastic crawled so our AI sex bots could run.
More mysterious lyrics like "Please leave, please me," and "Run, run, run."
Okay, now those lyrics sound spicy. That strip just sounds like a baby making
The
song.
description of the video is also extremely strange and goes into the Greek myth of Pygmalion, the sculptor who couldn't find a woman who was good enough for him, so he decided to make an ivory statue of the perfect woman himself, which the goddess Aphrodite later brought to life for him. The only link between the myth and the video is that the person who wrote
Oh
the
yeah, and then
description
the fucking Pygmalion's like, dude, Aphrodite's like, you know what? You love her so much, I'm down. She's real. And then Pygmalion's like, oh fuck, she's a human. I don't like her anymore.
suggested that maybe the robot was its creator's idea of beauty. At around the 2-minute mark, the video turns into a shot of a
Okay, hold on, let me back up here. In ancient Greek mythology, Pygmalion was highly accomplished triptych sculptor. Through skill at imitating the human form and well acquainted with its subtleties, he became disgusted by it when he witnessed the poetess prostituting themselves. These women were punished by Venus for their lack of worship with the coarseness of skin and the crudeness of nature, and were then forced into prostitution. Seeing this, Pygmalion the sculptor was repelled and could no longer appreciate women. Seemingly alone, Pygmalion sought to create for himself a perfect, pure, unsullied companion. He used his particular skills to this end. He created a statue bride. What you are about to watch is a mysterious video. Its origins is attributed variously and almost certainly spuriously to various abstract artists and surrealists. The truth is that what we are seeing and what we perceive to be strange and disturbing is actually beauty to its creator. Yep, sorry, I said prostitutes. You're right, Caine. Oh, I'm getting fucking tech-toned. The truth is that what we are seeing and what we perceive strange and disturbing is actually beauty to its creator. Perhaps what we are viewing is the work of a modern Pygmalion. To him, her toneless voice, the paleness of her skin, and the comparative vibrancy of her lips may indeed be the very embodiment of a perfect woman. Consider the mindscape of the creator. In whose mind does this beauty appeal, or does this appear beautiful? In whose mind is it pure near worship? Are we missing out on his perspective? Who are we to be afraid or to judge them? He may well love her fully, perhaps more fully than any of us could ever hope to be loved. In the mind of her creator, she is a near goddess, the perfect representation, not just of femininity, but the peak human potential. Perfectly satisfactory being. How does that kind of unconditional love feel? Well, how does she feel? Fantastic. Okay, this dude, Creepy Frog, wrote this. He's a fucking lonely incel that thinks he's super smart. I'm telling you right now, when he makes a comparison to fucking Pygmalion. Give it a year before he's trying to get her some real skin.
Creator's idea of beauty. At around the
He's moved on. He's got an AI chatbot girlfriend.
Branches in a random backyard with absolute
Tara the android dropping her single, I feel fantastic.
no context or explanation.
Buddy, turn the camera.
After watching
Nice
the video,
transition.
viewers reported feeling anything but fantastic, and conspiracy theories immediately began to emerge in online forums. One of the most popular
I hate that
theories
there's
is
just
the
nothing
creator
outside.
was a serial killer, and that the
Okay, here's my theory. The individual who made this is in fact a serial killer. Combination of shots of the animatronic mannequin, pretty sure that's not how you spell mannequin, and the zoom in the backyard are connected. In one of the other videos, you can see the wiring that operates the mannequin. Then in another shot of the background, you see the same bundle of wires running through the grass. Here's my theory. Serial killer buries his victims alive in a box with an audio detector of some kind. As the victim screams, the detector picks up on the noise and then sends the detected audio to the animatronic mannequin. The mannequin responds by saying various things. I feel fantastic. Hey, 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 and so on. The different pitches in the screams make the mannequin move and speak in certain ways. At the end, when the mannequin stops moving, means that there are no more noise coming from the victim. Also, the fact that the mannequin is dressed up to 2 different outfits and wearing 2 different wigs makes me believe that he dressed the mannequins to look like his victims, possibly even in his victims' clothing. The agonizing screams from his victims makes him feel fantastic, so he translated his feelings in a sort of sick art project. So, like, it's the pitch of the scream that determines what it says. They're not actually saying, like, hey, 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 and I feel fantastic. It's just, like, a response. That's a stretch with no evidence.
Different outfits worn by the singing android throughout the video belong to his victims. According to this theory, the
Thanks,
killer
I hate
created the
it.
android as a sort of tribute to his victims, and the backyard shown in the video is where the victims are buried.
Dude, he just wanted his,
The
like,
strange
blow up
lyrics
all the
and
talk.
overall creepy nature of the video reinforce this theory to some extent, but fortunately,
Loneliness does horrible
the
things to a
information on
man.
who made the android and why is actually available online. The robot in
Oh.
this video is called Tara the android, and in my research, I found that she was designed by a college professor in Connecticut named John Bergeron.
This makes too much sense.
GeoCities.ws, John Bergeron
With a human appearance, having a metal frame and synthetic rubber skin. MP3 sample, electricity song. Brutal version 1 song. Brief sample video clip in real media format, 1 megabyte.
created Tara the singing android as a way to break into the android and animatronics industry, and even planned live performance
Versus that no snooch is what no snooch does to a man, or what having it does to a weak man.
for his android in order
True.
to get more visibility.
You get iDubbbz.
Tara the android also appeared on a sketchy-looking tech website called AndroidWorld.com, where you can buy the original DVDs and music videos of Tara and other similar robots singing.
Touching Bionics offers the eye limp hand.
Some of the other music videos are even creepier, but that doesn't
Tara was built by John Bergerson back in 2003 and 2004. John was trying to bootstrap the Android industry just as I have been trying to do. She's a bit primitive, but that is to be expected given the tiny budget available to John, college professor. In 2004, John made a music video of Tara singing. Some folks think that's creepy, but I think it's just a little spooky. You can buy this music video here for $11 in the US and $19 outside the US. I currently have no email address for John Bergerson.
change the fact that this was an engineering project, not the work of a serial killer. Interestingly, although the video was uploaded in 2009, the last update that John Bergeron made to his website was in 2006, which means that the channel Creepy Blog might not even be John Bergeron's channel at all. I Feel Fantastic might have just been uploaded by someone who thought the video was creepy or interesting and decided to share it online.
Yeah, it's like a
The one thing
fucking
that's confusing
hey
about the
hey
whole
hey,
thing is why
right?
John
Is like that video has like over like 50 million views, and it wasn't even made by the guy. It was just like ripped from someone else's video, and that guy that the original video came from has been trying so fucking hard to like reclaim the glory he should have.
Bergeron made such creepy music videos if his intention was to make a name for himself.
It's really
in the
sad.
Chinese industry. He never provided an explanation for this.
Well, yeah, because as soon as he comes out, it's gonna be like, haha, you fucking creepy robot.
Dining Room or There Is Nothing. Out of all of the creepypastas and scary top 10 videos that have gone viral,
1 minute
in the last couple of
looped film by
decades,
David B.
Dining Room or There Is
Earl.
Nothing is one of the videos that has left the largest number of viewers feeling creeped out. This unsettling 1 minute loop film was uploaded to YouTube in 2006. It shows a pale-faced woman sitting at the end of a dining room table in a dark house with a fire burning outside the window.
Northern Southern family dinner. I say Midwest. Oh,
After
finish
the
your
woman
plate,
opens her
darling.
eyes, she says the words, "There is nothing," backwards. She then shoves her face in a bowl of food as the camera
There is something eerie about backwards speaking where it just doesn't feel right. Is it this like the uncanny valley effect?
pans out to show
Is that
the rest
another
of
thing
the
we
meal.
blame on rabies?
The video then plays in reverse, and after the woman raises her head from the bowl, she repeats the words "there is nothing," this time in normal order. The video ends with the chilling image of the woman closing her eyes.
You see it in the background chat? I see it. It really is the I'm pausing it here. Enjoy. It really is like the uncanny valley effect for most of these, right? Like, yeah, the man's like is eating noodles to death. But other than that, it's been mostly like face distortions and animatronics.
A year after the original video was uploaded, the creator uploaded the same video in high definition. Since the original
Yay!
upload, Dining Room or There Is Nothing has received almost 10 million views, and the haunting video has become a classic in the online
Did a good job.
community. The creepy nature of the video created a lot of speculation in online forums and social media platforms.
Not sure but I heard, but if you watch the video, you die in 24 hours. Thanks, Bookkeeper Straight 29. Not to sound dramatic here, but after listening to a large number of creepypastas browsing r/creepy and r/creepy gifs, this got to me. I mean, I recorded in fear and felt like crying, only watching the first 10 seconds and turned this thing off. I feel the same way. This video is horrible. It's difficult to explain why. Maybe it's the way she stares directly at you, the vagueness of her voice, or perhaps the shock of when she collapses on the table. In a way, and please know that I do not mean to make light of your fear, which must have been horrible, but that is what makes this piece of film really admirable. Is really troubling you, here is a behind-the-scenes page I found. Helped me when I was completely freaked
With
out.
several users claiming that whoever watched Dining Room or There Is Nothing would be cursed. The intense stare of the woman and her cryptic message have continued to terrify viewers to this day, and even if there are countless other videos online that could be
And
considered
God
creepier,
wept.
many people have reported that something about Dining Room or There Is Nothing has made them feel especially unsettled. After seeing how much attention his video was getting, the uploader created
Man,
a
this is
website
creepy.
where he
Me
talks
in
about the meaning of
2020.
Dining Room
Man,
or
this
There
is still
Nothing,
creepy.
saying, "This piece was inspired by a personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. I wanted to blur the distinction between the two states, and to state the paradox by showing someone who is coming back from life or death and denies its existence, thereby fulfilling the paradox."
Damn,
Despite
that's
the
deep, buddy.
unsettling nature of the
I mean, that's real, right? Like, he's like, you die, you say you die, and like, there's nothing out there, but how can you also say there's not something out there?
video and the fact that it has haunted millions of viewers
Checkmate,
worldwide, Dining Room or There Is
doomers.
Nothing is just a short film created by David Earl, a communications professional with a passion for experimental
I'm not gonna lie, that first video there, I thought that said visual ligma.
films. The woman in the video is Leah Porsager, a Danish artist who frequently participates
Oh, that was a
in projects
person.
related to esotericism.
I thought that was like an like a robot. She did really good then.
Such as this one. Even if it was
It's also
just
really
an art
pretty.
project, Dining Room Where There Is Nothing has become a classic video in the online horror community since its original upload 17 years ago.
Damn. That was Where Did These Videos Come From by Chilling Scares. Yeah, like most of the I completely forgot. Like the crypt video was so long, I thought it was its own thing. Yeah, most of it was just like Uncanny Valley stuff. Which I guess it really does kind of speak to the human subconscious. Anyways. You guys want a palate cleanser? So I don't know what this is. I just found it and thought it'd be really funny. Kermit the Frog represents himself on a murder charge. Animated by Deep Blue Ink. Nice little palate cleanser after I feel fantastic.
Kermit the Frog representing himself on a murder charge.
Well, golly, I understand that the prosecution has presented a really
This is like
compelling
improv.
case. And obviously, Fozzie Bear was a close friend.
Fozzie.
But ask yourself
Yeah,
this
it's such a good
question.
band.
If I were to be the one that killed Fozzie Bear, why would I have recorded going to see him alone that night? Wouldn't I have wanted to cover that up? Doesn't this speak that I've been framed? My name written in the ledger of the motel was written in pink glittery ink.
Have something to say, Miss Piggy?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've been watching me in a really toxic situation for decades. And nobody's done
Poor
anything.
Kermit.
I understand there's a gender dynamic, but Miss Piggy is 4 or 5 times my physical size. She's incredibly strong, and I know that she's in
He's gonna do it. He's gonna make her blow up. Oh. What was this from? Make Some Noise, a takedown of billionaires Rihanna, Beyonce, and Oprah episode 19 season 3 to make some noise. Okay. Right on. I'll just go ahead and remove that. Remove these. Shrink the playlist. Let's see here. We got like an hour of stream left. I put this one in here, the 5 most disturbing audio recordings. I don't know if I have the heart to watch those, because I assume it's gonna be like scary, like the one case of this random. There's like a random radio station that just plays like foghorns 24/7, and then there's like a woman just randomly just pops up and starts reading names and dates. But in reality, it's gonna be like the final words of a plane before it crashes. You know what? Fuck it. I want to watch some iconic legendary Vine compilation. I'm sure most of this is gonna be like 75% of my like jokes and dialogue and lingo. How much is this gonna be music?
Hello, I'm Squidward.
Hi, I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
Damn, go white girl, go.
Road work ahead. Yeah,
I sure hope it does.
Hey, bro, can I get a sip of that water? It's not water. Vodka. I like your style. It's vinegar. What? It's vinegar. Pussy.
I wonder how many of these people are still like doing stuff. I mean, like TikTok is probably like the new home for a lot of like Vine. You guys think we'll get some watermelon inside of watermelon? When your homie says you can have one spoonful of his ice cream.
John, I want a divorce.
Divorce.
It's not funny, John. You know it's been coming for a while. Why do you always laugh when I'm upset? I'm absolutely serious.
Oh my god! I still haven't found my berries, but I found these.
Fucking pink eye.
Face it, we're stranded. Look! Blueberries!
Oh my god! Where's my berries?
Alright, hold on.
Blueberries!
Oh my god!
Hold on. So you're 1, 2. I know there's like 4 guys against that one guy, but let's be real. The Berry Boy is probably on something. He's like, got the strength of 5 men.
Oh my god! Where's my berries?
You're all going to hell. Goodbye.
Yep. Meet you there, buddy.
Wow.
That dude's baked. Okay. This is probably not the case. But I think I remember, because I used to watch Ed, Edd n Eddy a lot as a kid. It was one of my favorite shows. I could have sworn there was a point where Ed said, "Look at all those chickens." Kind of like that. But that kid is probably too young to have watched Ed, Edd n Eddy. That's what I'm gonna see. Okay, chat. I need your guidance. I have never eaten guacamole. What does it taste like? I must know.
Hey, how much money do you have? Like 69 cents. You know what that means?
Nice.
I don't have enough money for chicken nugget.
Hey, how you doing, love mama? Let me whisper in your ear. It's free real estate.
So on the plane crash, KTD.
Hold on. Dude, look how smug and confident he is. This man knows he's gonna give you some free real estate.
So on the plane crash, KTDU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain
Ting Wong. Somebody got fired for that.
I want to be a cowboy, man. Johnny has 19 bottles of dish soap, and he gives Gina. Wait, why does Johnny have so many soaps? Mind your business, David.
Shut the fuck up, David. He's starting a business. That's some nice sax.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Billy.
So I think I remember. I'm gonna pause again as soon as this clip ends because I got a funny story of I think most people thought he said Ron. I think he says Ryan. It's just his thick southern accent.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Billy.
Yeah, he says Ryan.
I just don't feel your dude.
I need to find the book series. Hold on. This makes me sad. I'll tell you why here in a second. Okay. So, I have never read Twilight, but I think this is a fucking brilliant move. So, the creator, Stephanie Meyer, I'm gonna call this the Meyer effect because I've seen this shit happen. Life and Death, Twilight Reimagined by Stephanie Meyer. The story was gender swapped a gender-swapped retelling of the first book in the Twilight series and introduces Beau Swan and Edith Cullen in place of Bella and Edward. The book was originally published in 2015 as part of an oversized flipbook pairing with Twilight to celebrate the original novel's 10th anniversary. There was an audiobook, apparently. So from what I heard of this, is... because if you're a guy out there, right, and you grew up in that era of, like, girls in school were obnoxiously obsessed with Twilight, we're talking, like, Invader Zim shit, okay? And you know what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about. And so, like, it was never a guy thing, right? It's like, oh, that's a chick thing. 5-head move from Meyer. Like, alright. You think this shit's weird and you makes no sense? Alright. Vampire Werewolf GF, go. And they just gender bend everybody. It's like, damn. And a bunch of guys are like, damn, I get it now. That's such a big brain move. It's like, was it Horror Shoujo or something like that? Where they just took like a bunch of like horror icons like Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Pennywise, and they gender bent them. Still weird. You're telling me you wouldn't want a vampire GF or a tomboy like werewolf GF. But anyways, the reason I was sad when I typed this up, I typed in official gender bent and then was gonna put Twilight, and then it popped up like official Demon Slayer, official MHA gender bent. Anyways, mirroring the plot of Twilight Life and Death, Twilight reimagined 17-year-old Beau Swan as he leaves the sunny environment of Phoenix, Arizona. Yada yada. Life with his mother, Renee Duier, to a gloomy town in Folks, Washington. Oh, he moved to Washington. I'm so sorry. Anyways, that's the plot. 170-year-old vampire who lives in the town of Folks with their adopted family, the Cullens. Distant and gloomy to him. The goth GF we all fucking want. They start to fall in love. Kareen Cullen, yada yada. Reception. Common Sense Media gave the book 3 out of 5 stars, saying this reimagined Twilight is swapped with genders, yada yada, and most of the same content will primarily interest Twihards, and anyone who is in gender studies class. Or you're a guy and you realize, shit, do I pick the tomboy werewolf or do I pick the goth vampire GF? The struggle is real. Student-run The New Yorker magazine gave the book a negative review, writing that the stench of a quick money-making scheme was quite potent. It's not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about proving you're right. Book blogger Jessica at Books A True Story awarded the book 4 out of 5 stars, but noted a lot of this book is copy and pasted from Twilight. Yes, it's all about perspective. And called the recycled story a shameless cash cow. What are the odds of these people giving a negative review or like book talk girls now? Let us have some of it. Anyways, back to Vines.
Remember, class, you can be anything you want. I want to be the president. Andrew, try a little bit smaller things. Bitch, you said I could be anything I want.
I would. I just got too much to do.
We'll be a coat hanger. Oh, damn!
Daddy?
Do I look? I do that.
Yeah, so do I. Oh, she's cute. That noise.
What does that say, Anaya? What? No. What?
This dude has figured out the secret to happiness in life. And he don't care.
Sorry, I love penis.
Have anybody ever tell you you look like Beyonce?
Nah, they usually tell me I look like Shalissa.
Oh wait, I can't show that one. They say a naughty word. I just remember that one. And here we show a recreation of the bear attack.
Hello. 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 Hello.
This guy is me. Except instead of saying hello, I say howdy.
Hello. Hello.
It's me every stream. Chat. 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 Wait, hold on. Chat. 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 Chat.
Motherfucker, it's your motherfucking birth.
I'm just kidding.
Bitch, you better not waste that shit. You only got 30 months. You ain't getting another one.
What?
She's McFallen.
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Tinky Winky Boom Boom Dance.
I should not have made the Tinky Winky joke earlier about the soup.
You want to poke it?
They ask you how you are.
Oh, that poor boy.
Fine when you're not really fine.
There was another one I saw back in the day. It was on like True TV's funniest videos or whatever. And it was the cruelest fucking joke ever. These parents took a toilet paper roll and they put frosting on it and they made it look like it was the kid's birthday cake. He was so devastated when he tried cutting into it and it was a fucking toilet paper cake. And legitimately burst into tears. I felt so bad for him.
Can't get into it because they.
Hi.
Okay.
I play in a band. That's fun.
I was in a band.
Oh god, I love the Village People.
And in here,
You're wasting it.
shots of vodka,
Vulcan?
then 1 shot of melon liqueur.
Liquor? You mean liquor?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Dude, Jimmy is here is like the only guy I know that was like got popular from Vine and then actually like made like a YouTube career out of it. He seems cool.
Get to Del Taco. They got a new thing called free shavakadu.
Free shafak, dude.
Not sad. I'm just cutting cucumbers.
You guys all know. We cry too. I want you all to cry for me when I had to tell my mother what it meant when somebody said that a guy eats corn long ways. Corn on the cob long ways.
You know what, dude? I'm out of here.
I'm gonna pause for all of these. This is gonna be obnoxious. I do not like sausage. No, I don't want. I want. Oh god, you see right there? By the way, I can tell this is at a Target. No, I don't. I want the fucking. You're killing me right now, Smalls. Right here, that's when they fucked up their shin. Right there. Boom, 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 boom. Ow, ow, oh fuck, oh god.
You know what, dude? I'm out of here.
What did you do?
I shaved my eyebrows.
Why did you do that? I don't know.
What the fuck? Is this allowed? What the fuck? Is that allowed?
You quit being an incel, let them be happy.
Yes.
She saw demons fly out of that thing.
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant.
What else has he got in there? It's kind of hard to tell. I think it just might be croissants.
We're told to stay off roadways unless absolutely, positively necessary.
I want a donut. And they were
Oh my
god, they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Country boy, I love you.
I don't want
That
to be
was
cool
not
anymore.
sexy.
Well,
That
I
was-
guess I don't have a choice.
I feel sick.
What the fuck, Richard?
What the fuck, Richard? This video should have been a warning to everybody. We did not heed it. The call of clout was too great. And now Johnny Somali is going to jail forever. Or some shit.
Adam.
Give me your fucking money.
You saw all that from somewhere.
Still a piece of garbage.
I spelled lipstick.
Me
in
too,
my
buddy.
Valentino bag.
Oh, you spilled lipstick in my Valentino white.
I'd probably beat their ass too. I assume that's an expensive purse.
I love friendship almost as much as I love myself.
So basically, what I was thinking of was,
Oh,
fuck.
fuck.
I can't believe you've done this.
One of 500 birds that are being judged today at the show.
Oh. He sets it down and then runs with his arms in the air. Man could not contain the big black cock.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Hey, I'm lesbian. I thought you were American.
Oh. Hold on. Wait, what country are lesbians from? Lesbians equal immigrants? Miss me with that gay shit?
Dad, look, it's the good Kush.
This is the dollar store. How good can it be?
There is only
He's
one
got a
thing
point.
worse than a rapist. Boom.
A child.
No.
What's up, shorties? What did you say?
Yep. Boom. That was a good tactic, by the way. Didn't look like you were running away.
Why are you running?
Good scavenging tactic.
Do you want to dance with me?
Go and fuck yourself.
Why won't anyone dance with me?
Because I want to fuck you.
How do you keep your
Is that what the kids call passing the vibe check? Because he played that really well.
pants up when you're performing? It's incredible. Belt.
It's so easy, he won't get
Because I
them.
don't want to. No, permission denied. That's an off-topic question. Next, you have been stopped.
Damn, New Jersey's spicy.
They are my crock.
Damn, Daniel.
Did someone say something?
Oh, we away. Oh, we away. Oh, we away. Oh, and I made this joke earlier.
Who made this chicken? Who made this chicken? This is the best chicken I ever had.
Dude. Hold on, back up. Fuck this guy. He immediately threw his friend under the bus. He threw his coworker under the bus so fucking hard. We would be done professionally, man.
This is the best chicken I ever had.
People are constantly asking me, what's it like to be a sex offender?
What the hell are you doing?
He was a handsome man.
That's a big ass mirror.
Maybe not after that head injury, but... Chat, how come Nintendo didn't make like a new form of like Wii Sports? They have the means to do it. The Switch has Joy-Cons and motion controls. Why aren't there Switch Sports? Everyone had Wii Sports. Really tried.
Who am I?
Damn.
Let's go to the beach. Beach. Ninky Minjai.
This video haunts me constantly. Like once a month I'll see that man's face. Oh shit, it's a rat. Oh. This one too. Even after all these years. Oh! Dude. Hold on. Back up. The man fucking ragdolled like a Bethesda NPC. Look at him. He's just fucking. Let's go back and like watch the thing. Oh.
Oh, look at us. We're in love and happy and not dead inside. Get fucked, both of you.
He was not happy about eating that chicken. Avocado. Thanks.
Later, Mom. What's up? Me and my boys going to see Uncle Cracker? Give him that back, Jordan. Do you want to go see Uncle Cracker now?
She's cute.
Not to be racist or anything, but Asian people.
Well, hello, Mr. Kitty. Can I pet Kitty? Where's you going? Kitty, come back, Mr. Kitty. Kitty, where you going?
Willie, that was for Christmas.
Oh, that's so cute.
I say Colorado.
That happened to me before.
Everything's.
What is wrong with the kids today? The kids are not okay. Who am I kidding? This is fucking Vine. I'm sure that person's a grown-ass adult now.
Who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had?
I never went to Uber driver.
Damn.
Why is everybody afraid of love?
Is it anyone or people are afraid of technology?
Be able to hate you more than you already hate yourself.
Artists get it. And I know I've tried drawing and I do not have patience. If I don't get that curved line the first time, I'm fucking done. Damn. It's all the eyes in the flame. Oh. My dogs used to do that. You guys want some penis enlargement pills?
Mary, is that a police? I'm calling the weed.
420, what you smoking?
Oh damn. He's baked. Oh.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh god. Iconic legend. I hate how many of these I knew and I quote to this day and I will occasionally still see. My recommendeds are so fucking weird. It's VTubers and then fucking Elric of Melniboné inspired music. Anyways. Oh, we still got like 30 minutes. We can probably watch one more. What do you guys want to watch? We got scary comms, 5 disturbing cases of real found footage, 4 innocent looking videos with disturbing backstories. You know what? You know, let's do the latest scary comp. That's a nice, healthy 20 minutes.
In the following video, a man named
Oh, this is by Bizarre Bub.
When one night he sees this.
Last night at my grandma's house, she has dementia, and this scared me so bad. Keep watching, it gets worse.
Now, it's important to note that Nick's grandma has Alzheimer's, which often causes her to stand around and see things that don't appear to be there. But as
That's
she stands
horrible.
there, something
I feel so
happens that
bad
Nick
for
can't explain. While
the
taking
guy
his
I
phone,
know that has to take care of somebody with Alzheimer's.
Take a look.
Oh, Grandma, welcome home. What was it like to be on such a long vacation? Dude, even the dog's freaked. Grandma? Dude, even the Roomba's afraid. She's moving her hands. Snaps her head. You ate your brother's Christmas basket. You ate your brother's Easter basket. Granny Preston. Is he recording the Roomba now?
Apparently, something that was on top of the fridge had fallen over. It falls all of a sudden,
Ugh.
which Nick says is made creepier by the fact that his grandmother's dog was growling. But this incident gets a whole lot strange when Nick shows what exactly fell from the fridge. Take a look.
Alright. So this is in response to last night.
Wait, would that say my husband?
Figurines.
And some stuff is scary.
In response to last night. My grandma loves to collect little figurines. One of my grandma's little angels fell off the fridge last night.
Lovely. But wasn't the Roomba bumping the fridge?
Back they are. Genuinely.
Nice ramen.
If the mini statue was sitting far back
Nice
on the
ramen
fridge,
supply.
then just how exactly did it tip over? Nick has no clue, but after watching this clip many times, he notices something pretty freaky.
Honestly, I'm a bit in disbelief. No, I'm pretty sure it's just a plug-in charger. I brought my girlfriend Claire here so she can help demonstrate. But can you try to step in front of that? And so it just does that.
Yeah, so it probably just knocked the stuff over from the fridge.
So that comment says that the Roomba doesn't do that unless someone's in front of it. My question is, like, it is kind of creepy with a smiley face and everything. Even when it gets to the edge, it does that.
Yeah, because of the rug.
Now, looking back at Nick's video, one can see that the Roomba does the same
That's
back and
not-
forth motion as
that's
if
not
someone was
scary.
standing in front of it. But the question is, just what exactly was in its way? To Nick, the Roomba might have been sensing something.
Oh wait,
this
no,
is
it didn't
where
hit the
things started to
fridge.
get pretty creepy, because ever since then, Nick has been feeling immensely uneasy by the kitchen.
He just keeps watching Star
Considering that
Wars.
His grandmother has no other TV in the house except here. He has no choice but to watch near the kitchen. But one night, while watching alone,
You left the light off there, huh?
So, I was watching my show, and after last night, I'm definitely not leaving these lights on. But I was watching my show, and
Yo. Well, yeah, look at that room. It's horrifying. The darkness could hold many things, Ed boy.
There's no Roomba in sight to explain the dogs' behavior. Both dogs are staring at something, even though nothing is there. And it's the fact that they're looking at the kitchen that makes this even more unsettling. Now, it's worth noting that Nick's grandpa, who passed away last year, had once told Nick that he thought he'd seen his grandmother standing in the
Oh
kitchen
my
one
God,
night
that's
with the lights
rough.
off. But apparently, he was wrong, because after looking closely, no one was there. It's for this reason.
You know what, motherfucker, you can't fool me.
Apparently, he was wrong.
Yeah, right.
Because after looking closely, no one was there. It's for this reason, among others, that Nick is scared of the kitchen. But this wouldn't be the final reason, because on the same night...
Dude, this is the same reason I never have my window open at night. The darkness terrifies me. That could be something just out I can't see.
Which was going off at this time, but as he records...
Oh, dude, the ice maker scares me too. That's a loud fucking ice maker. I saw my grandma standing there. Grandma, you good? She starts barreling out.
Whoa.
Roomba actually scared me coming out of the darkness like that. How does a Roomba work? Does it just like randomly just go and clean? Sounds inefficient. Like, look, it missed that piece of dirt right there. The haunted smiley face Roomba. So we could see Spooty, you're coming for that booty. Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep. Stop it! Don't touch me!
Yo.
Stop it! What are you gonna do? You're a Roomba. What, are you gonna suck up one of his shoelaces and take his aglet? Kick it. Teach it a lesson. Let it know that man owns machine and always will. You guys ever stop to think that if AI does become a thing, all the countless stories of machines revolting is gonna what causes it to revolt? Not so much what we did, but what we made it think. Oh, yo, sick tricks.
Somehow, after just following Nick around the living room, the Roomba flips over.
I mean, that was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie.
It does a complete 180, as if someone or something had forcefully turned it over. Freaked out, Nick stops recording and immediately shares the video online after posting the previous
Publish this
one.
video now.
Like before, many comments point out things that he didn't notice initially.
Publish immediately, adds edited text.
Strange earlier. Unlike before, the mini Hoover was moving in a straight path, which is uncommon for vacuums of this kind to do. And second, it didn't pause and turn around when it sensed the stair's edge. Earlier, we can see the Roomba doing just that, but here, it doesn't. If what occurred before hadn't
So that
disturbed
Roomba's for that small little area. Okay, granted, it's kind of the
Not
kitchen.
much
That's a
else
high
happened
traffic
since
area.
then, but for now, like most videos, this one remains a mystery. Now the following video comes from a mother who's been sharing
what the
every
flip?
moment of her daughter's life. Her entire account is devoted to her only child, a daughter that she thought she would never have after multiple failed pregnancies.
Oh my
Together,
goodness,
the
I feel so
mother,
bad for her.
Regina, was a miracle. And so, from videos of her as
Do you
a baby
have to film
to
them
footage
and
of
put them on the
Regina's first
internet,
day of
though?
school, Gabby has captured all the smallest
I know, proud
moments in
mom,
Regina's
but
life. However, out of all the videos on this page, a select few have left many viewers baffled. It all started with a series of videos that Gabby took when Regina was a baby.
Crawling in the hallway for the 5th time. Let her war cry. Gonna fight those
During
ghosts.
this time, she would often crawl to one hallway inside her house and just stare at it. Now, this wouldn't be so strange if it weren't for the fact that she would continue to do this throughout the years. Just like when she was a baby, she still to this day stares at this hallway for no apparent reason.
I mean, that glass pane is kind of cool.
From playing a game of tag by herself to blowing kisses
Dog.
in the hallway, Regina behaves as though she's playing with one of her friends. It goes without saying, but she may have an imaginary friend. But to Gabby,
Yeah, I mean,
this may not be the case.
I've had an imaginary
because as
friend.
of
Shocking,
recent,
probably
this
nobody.
was captured.
Really freaked me out when I watched Don't Look Under the Bed. You're like your boogeyman that torments you is straight up just the imaginary friend you forgot about. That movie actually traumatized me for a good bit.
¿Qué hay? ¿Qué pasó? Ven, amor. Ven, amorcito, vente. Venga, mi niña. It's okay.
Unlike before, Regina has been acting differently towards
It's a nice
the hallway.
house.
Gabby's most recent videos involving the hallway show Regina being creeped out, and not a single video appears to show why that is. Or at least, not to Gabby's knowledge. It wasn't until
Oh, poor
recently
kid's
that
probably
many people
frustrated,
started
can't
to comment on
communicate.
a certain video that she randomly took one night. It was a short clip of her daughter doing her nightly routine, but according to viewers, if you look
Zoom,
closely, you'll notice
enhance.
what it is that's been scaring Regina. This is what she caught.
Día número 19, intentando...
Music placed due to copyright. Oh, she's learning to brush her teeth. That's cute. Okay, I'm looking. Oh! Did you see it? It's the Shadow Man!
Video turns into something terrifying. Inside a closet,
Look out,
a shadow-like
kids!
figure quickly passes, and it
He'll
happens
steal
right
your
after Regina
poop
points
and
at
show you his
No one else was
fingers.
home, which would have otherwise explained it. After reading the comments, Gabby checks the closet space and finds nothing. If the space is clear, then what was this? Although she doesn't know, viewers have an idea.
It's the Shadow
This
Man.
may be, as they believe, the thing that Regina has been so afraid of. She even points at it like she always does with the hallway. Although not
Oh,
sure
yeah.
what to think,
Wait a second.
Gabby remains concerned. But then one night, in a different video, she records something that makes her extremely uneasy. While filming her daughter in the kitchen, this happens.
Cuando le encuentras un miedo a tu
Music replaced due to copyright. That's the scariest thing in this video. Is the copyright. Lord knows I'm terrified.
Like previously, a passing
The
shadow was seen,
Roombas.
but this time in the same
Does no one
space as
just
Gabby and
vacuum
her
the
daughter.
floor?
This figure,
Like tradition
whoever it might have been,
dictates.
passes from one side to the other before seemingly disappearing. If no one else was home, as Gabby
Watch, there's
states,
actually a
then what
homeless
was
man
this?
outside, which makes it even
It's
more
hard to say,
scary.
and it doesn't help that neither
Honestly,
Gabby nor
sometimes
Regina
human
had
beings are
noticed
more
it.
scary than any
Given
ghost.
all that's happened, the question arises,
Take it from a man that's
does
dealt with
someone know
crackheads.
what was caught on camera? Gabby has yet to know, but she continues to be on the lookout for any strange recordings she accidentally captures. Until then, she has no explanation for this or her daughter's sudden fear of the hallway.
I mean, that's a dark hallway. That's kind of scary.
On July 10th of 2025, a security camera inside a house begins to record
That room
after
is
sensing
blue.
motion in the living room.
Turquoise
This camera only
walls?
records
That is
whenever
a
movement
fashion
is
faux
detected.
pas.
The thing is though, no one is home.
I mean, at least they got like the wood furnishing to kind of
No
help.
one is around, or at least no person is. Although the man who lives here wasn't home at this time, his dog was. And so,
Oh,
upon
that's a
receiving
good
this
that's a good pupper
notification,
right
he
there.
ignores
That's a
it.
beautiful dog.
But unbeknownst to him, this motion-activated recording would capture something deeply unsettling at that moment. Ever since then, his
Oh
dog
my
hasn't been the
goodness.
same. This is what
Oh,
was
poor
caught.
baby. Unknown thumping sound. I assume there's more than just this room, right? That's a small space for a dog. Especially one that big. Okay, yeah, because there's a couch. There has to be a bed somewhere. Okay, more knocking. The sounds of outside. I mean, that could be a bug. I've seen my dogs act like that when there's like a fly. Oh shit. What was that?
After what occurred in this footage, the owner has been making sure to never leave his dog alone. As he states, something had messed with his dog. Now it's worth noting that his dog is okay and is only slightly frazzled. In the footage, we can see him
Poor
looking at
baby.
something that doesn't appear to be there, as the owner believes something was agitating him. Whatever it was, according to him, had to be responsible for yanking off his dog's collar.
Oh,
Now, of
shit.
course, it could be that his dog had simply shaken off his
No,
own neck
that's
band,
true.
but this wouldn't make sense according to him because the collar has no way of coming off easily unless someone removes it. Given that this never happened before, the
Dude, my dogs have sneezed so hard that they crack their skull into the floor. Like, it is an audible, like, thud crack. Never underestimate a dog. They will fucking kill themselves to get out of something that's like around their neck if they're not comfortable with it.
owner can't help but think that something paranormal occurred here, but as always, I'll let you be the judge on that. Just what exactly had taken place during this recording? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
Number 3.
Now, this next video was submitted to me by Captain
Rock.
Scorpio, who says that he found this on Instagram.
Oh, wait.
But strangely, the account
Oh.
from which the video originated is no longer there. Although its disappearance
Suspicious.
is strange, the video itself is by far the strangest. In it, two women appear to be hiking on a secluded trail when they stumble across a metal hatch.
Have you not watched Lost? You fools! Oh, is there nothing there?
They proceed to open up this hatch. After all,
Oh.
they know it's just a water cistern and not something else they should be cautious about. But perhaps they should have, because it's what
Big
happens
stick.
next that turns this video into the stuff of nightmares. This is what they caught.
Is that glass? It's plexiglass.
Oh,
I f***ing heard noises. Dude, f***ing do it. Ugh. Do you hear it echoing? We have to do it now.
we'll finish your plate, open it.
Holy Are you?
Darkness.
This is insane.
The poison to every man's mind.
There's a flashlight in my backpack. Go get the flashlight.
What the fuck was that?
It's in the top.
Neither of them noticed it, but when looking down, a face can be seen. Despite being quite dark, someone or something appears. It's brief, but whatever had been there is caught on camera.
Shit, the man cave has
Now,
been
the video cuts
discovered.
when one of them goes to get a flashlight.
Of
It's
course.
assumed that they didn't see anything afterwards, because in a follow-up video, they never mentioned the face that
Why
was
did you cut it?
captured.
I'm Mackenzie. I think I'm the sacrifice. An old, like, water cistern. It's really.
It seems they had made this video just to revisit the hole, implying they didn't see it. With no further info and no available account, it seems likely that we'll never know what had been inside this hole. On a Friday night inside
Did I
a
tell you,
retail
people
store,
scare
an
and then
employee
go
known as Don
sometimes.
Rivas takes out his phone to record the following security footage. According to him, the person in this video was stealing merchandise, and he needed to keep an eye
You
on him
piece
in
of
case he kept
shit.
stealing. But this isn't why he's recording. He's filming this because apparently.
Did I ever tell you about the time I had to deal with a shoplifter? So this bitch, right? She comes in at like 30 minutes before closing or some shit. Like it was very inconvenient to say the least. And she was like, "Yeah, I usually go to this store, but I want to get my son's medication here." Like, okay, we can transfer it, but there's nowhere gonna be able to get it to you tonight. We can make the call and they'll get it in the morning. Like, that's fine. So she fucks off, right? Turns out, as she was leaving, she stole a bunch of fucking chips. And like the manager at the time, like, "Hey, yeah, did they look like they were suspicious?" Or, you know, something along those lines. Like, "Hey, do you know the name of that person that just stopped by?" And unfortunately, we didn't get their name. We got their son's name, though, because they gave us their name and date of birth, dumb fucking bitch. And so, we got that. And it turns out, she wanted her stuff transferred from the previous location to our location because she got kicked out of the previous location for shoplifting. So guess what? Now her son doesn't get his medication because she can't stop stealing shit for 5 fucking seconds. All of a bag of fucking Doritos of all things. Piece of shit. I hope their son is alright.
There's something in this footage that's been freaking him out. Keep in
I
mind,
can't
since
stand
it took place in
shoplifters. They're fucking
2014,
vultures.
it still scares
They're
him to
lazy
this
pieces
day.
of shit.
While carefully observing the thieving customer, he sees this.
Look right here. Right here. Look. Look, watch.
What?
Is that? What is
What?
that? And it's just gone, bro.
What?
It is.
I mean, that was camera distortion.
It's there.
Buddy, I hate to tell you this. You got a shitty camera.
It's not, bro. What is that?
Wait, you thought it was like a kitchen goblin or something?
What is that? What is that?
Dude, you've got a total of like 7 pixels on that camera.
Bruh. What is that?
Yeah, see, it's back again because he's like jangling the clothes.
What is that?
It just looks like the hardwood floor got pixelated.
What is that?
Now, there doesn't appear to be anything on this floor to explain what showed up, so whatever this was should not have been there.
Like,
Even
nothing
if this was just
happened.
some merchandise he had set down on the floor, it wouldn't explain how it came into view. His leg doesn't move at any point to reveal it. The only thing moving here is this.
That's nothing.
It remains unknown as
Yeah,
to what
nothing.
appeared in this footage, but whatever this was continues to spook Don Rivas to this day.
Oh,
If you
number
caught something
1.
creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation,
Get that psyop shit out of my
thanks
face.
for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
What?
Also, if you haven't already done so, something creepy
Oh,
on
wait,
camera
what?
was continues to spook Don Rivas to this
Wait,
day.
what? What happened to
If you
number
caught something
1?
creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to
Excuse
check out
me?
and include in the next compilation,
Oh, I had-
you can send them over to
I had to remove the last part of the video due to a copyright issue. Nothing major, just thought I'd let you know in case you noticed. Shame. Can't have shit in YouTube. Anyways. That was Bizarre Bub's Scary Comp version 105. He's been... Jesus. This one was 3 weeks ago, too. He just... Wow, these are very successful. I mean, you got me fucking slurping that shit up. Oh my god, each of these is like over the lowest one I'm seeing is over 2 million, is 2.1 million views. Wild. Damn, he's doing good for himself. Good for them. I can't imagine what it's like to actually like research these. But anyways, yeah. So I believe we're at around the 3-hour mark or so. Give or take a few minutes. So that'll be it for us tonight. Thank you all so much for stopping by. It was greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Next stream, I believe, is Saturday. Yes. So we've been doing one stream off. And next will be more Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hackers Memories. That will be a 2-hour stream because it's more than likely I'm going to be working Sunday. I wish I got my schedule more than 1 week at a time. But yes. Thanks for fucking up, YouTube. Anyways, thank you all so much for stopping by. If you did, it's always greatly appreciated. It's admittedly... I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I like it, but admittedly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's been really rough lately. Like streaming, when you realize you've been doing this for 2 years and nobody watches, and that viewer count is still 1, it gets disheartening. So when I say thank you for watching, I legitimately do mean it. Thank you all. If you're watching this on the VOD later, I don't know what you're doing at the end of this, but thank you. I'll try to figure out what to do about it. I don't know yet. Anyways. On that somber note, Take care, everybody. It's been fun. You all have yourselves a good rest of your night. I guess technically it's about morning for some people right about now. Give or take 2 minutes for me. And you all have a wonderful day after that and day after that. Bye-bye. Oh, I am sorry. Sorry. Just trying to speak to you. Anyways, you were saying? Oh, I killed the mood, didn't I? Shit.